These are both my bats. Okay, this one you can see the color change after it's treated because my bat is untreated. There's no lacquer, no nothing on it. This one has been treated. I just hit 20 balls with this thing. And if you can see indentations, and this is a good piece of wood. You can see indentations and where the leather on the ball gets caught in between, and there's dents in it. And this is a good piece of wood.
Yep.
That's only 20 balls hit off this with this bat. This one's got over a couple thousand on them. Now the marks that you see, if you were to take alcohol and wipe it off, it would look brand new. But there are 0 indentations, and this is over 2,000 balls hit. And the bat actually, even with the treatment, stays the same weight, within 0.2 or 3 ounces. So even after treating it and driving moisture out of it, which hardens it, the humidity, no matter where you go, say you're playing in San Francisco or you're playing in Denver, and then you fly to Miami to go play in the humidity down in South Florida. Once all this is locked down with the treatment, no moisture can get in and none can get out. So I know using my bats that I play with, when I would go from San Francisco or Denver to Miami, you could tell it was a little bit different in weight because all that humidity is getting sucked into the wood. After a bat's treated, none of that can happen. So they're completely as far as building materials go, mold free, water damage, stuff like that. There's 0 moisture can get in and none can get out. So they're completely locked down, not to mention making them harder. And so, like we were talking earlier, we did a lot of testing off the tee on a ball not moving, controlled testing with a radar gun to try to see what the difference in exit speeds are. And in between 500 and 1,000 swings, notating every exit speed off the tee so that I could hit it completely square every time, we noticed an average of 3.5 to 4.5 miles an hour different exit speed. Now, trying to hit a 92 mile an hour fastball, that exit speed is a difference between 15 to 30 rows deep. The ball that comes down the warning track that's an out is now 12 rows up. And that's just because of exit speed. And we have documentation on it. And it was in a controlled environment here, hitting off a tee, not off a machine. So you can imagine the amplification from a ball not moving to get solid test results to a guy who's throwing 93, 95, and then you square a ball up. That's a big difference in distance, even when you miss hit a ball. Not to mention, typically the sweet spot on a wood bat is about that big. Well, after treating it and having everything run through this, the sweet spot on the bat ended up going that big. And a whole lot less vibration to hurt your hands. And makes them very difficult to break. So
internally fiber binded.
Yeah, internally fiber binded. It's a lot different than most because most bat companies that say they fire harden them or they do whatever, they treat the outside with a coating or lacquer or whatever, and then maybe kiln it. Whereas this product actually works from the inside out and drives moisture out that you'll see later on in this because it's got pictures of the moisture actually leaving the bat. So instead of treating the outside, you're actually treating the wood from the inside out. And that's what makes this a whole lot different than pretty much anything else. Rocker bats, scientifically the baddest bat on the market.